What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the second episode in the drum series. Today we're going to be cooking real authentic barbacoa on the Gateway drum. This is fixing to be fantastic. We're going to set this puppy up at 250 degrees until she creates some gorgeous bark. Salt, pepper, garlic, nothing too crazy. And we're actually going to use Twisted Steel's Lima Loca, which is like an SPG that fell asleep in Mexico. We're going to go ahead and put in 2 big fat chunks of post oak to get that Central Texas kind of Mexican flavor. Post oak is used a lot in Mexico to begin with. And then once we put it in a half-size pan, put the barbacoa into a half-size pan, we'll dump a full mason jar full of tallow on top of that, and we're going to crank this puppy up to 300 degrees. This is going to be absolutely fantastic. Stay tuned. This is going to be great. Boom! As y'all can notice, the beautiful clear smoke coming out of here. This is the Gateway drums. This is what they're renowned for. They are so temperature controlled. I'm literally stuck on 250 like the gauge is broke. It's not budging. It's not going anywhere. The gauge is just rock steady right on 250. So what we have here is we have what is called barbacoa. This is the original formation of barbacoa. We're kind of going to give it a try. I've actually never done this like this before, but I've had barbacoa tons and tons of times. And we're going to kind of just give it a pat dry. Pop that up one. Do not be discouraged the way this looks. This is going to come out absolutely phenomenal. No problem at all. So for the rub, we're not actually going to put any binder on this at all. We're going to use Lima Loca. This is going to be absolutely awesome. We're going to let it have it. So we're going to pop this down to the top. And we're going to let it have it. So Lima Loca is from Marty Plut's Twisted Steel. And it is like an SPG that got drunk on margaritas and woke up in Mexico. We're going to give them a flip. We're going to really let it have it, because remember there's a lot of fat and collagen that's going to render out of this. I'm not worried about no silver skin. That's all going to break down in that drum. We're going to check our temperatures on the drum. This is the scrap meat that is all came off of my video the other day. And I think we're good to rock and roll. See, we're looking like that. Looking absolutely phenomenal. Nice and well seasoned. We're going to let this sit for about another 20 minutes. And we'll see what next to the smoker. So we're now sitting about 225. We have a pit glove on to take this off. We're going to go ahead and pop that off. We're going to straighten up our grate because we're OCD about stuff like this. We're going to now pop this glove off. And we have a glove on under it. We're going to go ahead and just start putting these things down. This is going to be absolutely wonderful. We're going to put this in the larger pieces. You want to feel for the heat. So we're putting the larger pieces kind of at the back. We're going to go ahead and drop that piece down there. That will get nice and charred up and give us some bounce flavor from the bottom. Yeah, that's looking awesome. We're going to go ahead and put our lid back on. I don't think I'll burn myself, but we'll see. No, we're still good. We're going to want to go ahead and give it that pop. give it the doorbell, and we are officially cooking. Alright, let's take a quick peek. Let's see how the barbacoa is looking. Oh, look at that color. Really developing nicely. Sheer gorgeous. Wow. Barking up like a dog. Oh, 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 oh. Alright, we're going to go ahead and get our beef tallow ready. This is the same beef tallow that we used for the video on my vertical, the taco video I just dropped. You're literally just going to pour that in there. We're going to leave that upside down. We're going to leave that just like that. All that will drip down out of there into the container, and then we'll put our bits of barbacoa in there, and we will completely entirely cook these until they're completely buttery tender and pull apart. Alright, we have our beef tallow. We have reached the color we want on these and the texture we want. We're now going to move it into the beef tallow. One. Look at the color, absolutely gorgeous. They're beautifully dark. Really, really nice bark development. Couple little flavor adders that fall down into the coals and create just awesome flavor. Look at that, guys. Ha! We're going to go ahead and wrap this in foil real quick. Go ahead and put this back. I'm going to go ahead and put the lid back on. I always want to put a lid back on in the drum. Give it the pop. We're now going to bump our temps up a little bit by just opening these just a little bit. We're not going to adjust the stack. We're going to just adjust our air intakes, and we want to run about 300 degrees from here on out. Always gets the pinky stuck. That's what she said, right? Alright. We're not going to really use a temperature gauge on this, like we said before. We're now in the hot and fast section of it. We'll have to replace our foil because we just ripped it. That's fine. We want to be able to pick these up and squeeze them, and they just come apart. Oh yeah, they're there. Alright. See how that's just ready to split apart the minute I squeeze it? That's what you want. Look at that color, people. Right, we're going to leave this unwrapped for like 2 minutes, and then we're going to actually take it off, and we're going to rest it for about an hour and a half until we're ready to eat it. They look awesome. Get the lid back on so we don't get a temp spike. Get that little pop. Alright, we've went ahead and pulled these puppies off. We're going to use the vertical as a warming oven. It's not on, but we're just going to use it as a warmer because it is double walled insulated and it will hold heat for absolute ever. So we're going to go ahead and put it at the back of this, and we'll close her up, and we will come back shortly and we'll start constructing them tacos. Next thing we're going to do on this is we're going to warm our tortillas and get that in it handled. Alright, time to warm up our tacos. Time to knock them out. Can we handle this without? Nah, I better put on a glove. Better safe than sorry. Let's close the door. Okay, it is time to sear off our tacos on the drum. So we're going to go ahead and open this. We're going to not be a slob. I want to kind of wipe these down before you put your tacos on. I'm going to do get that straight. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to go ahead and close it. All right, we're gonna go ahead and flip our tortillas. Don't be a chicken. Use your fingers. Do that. Get smoked out. Go ahead and put that down. There you go, give that little pop. Your tortillas are now finished. They're nice and grilled. White corn tortillas, we'll put them in the taco warmer. My eyes are burning. There's them in the taco warmer. We're going to go ahead and close this back up so we don't... We'll see you in a second when we start constructing the tacos. Alright, so we have our tortillas, we have all of our sides and ingredients ready to rock and roll. Let's go ahead, we're going to go back there. Give me 2 seconds, we're going to run and grab our barbacoa out of the Smoking Brothers vertical, which I used as a warmer. It is still hot. I can still feel it's hot. We're going to do enough for myself. So we'll do probably this one right here. Just looks amazing. And then we'll do this one right here. It's kind of stuck to the bottom a little bit. That's fine. Nice crunchy bits are good. And we'll do this one right here. Perfect. We'll go ahead and put this back in the vertical. We'll be back in 2 seconds. Alright, let's go ahead and chop this puppy up. Any real crunchy bits like that bit right there, you can go ahead and leave out if you want. We're going to go ahead and chop. That's a real crunchy bit. This is why we're using the meat cleaver. I hope you all are having a great 4th of July. This is just awesome. Look at this, guys. We turned that complete entire leftovers from into absolutely fantastic barbacoa. Look at that, guys. We got some crunchy bits, which is fine. I'm sure I'm getting it all over myself. But now it looks absolutely amazing. Right, so we have that now. We're going to go ahead and start constructing our tacos. So the first thing we obviously want to do is we want to grab some of that grease off that counter. Okay, the very first thing we're going to do is we're going to take our taco. We're going to get a nice little slap of that barbacoa on there. Next thing we're going in with is some these are just going to be awesome. I can already tell that. We're doing a larger flake of cilantro just because we do something a little different. Alright, we're going to do a tiny little bit of green cilantro based, and then the next thing I'm going to do is squeeze on a lime. Looks absolutely fantastic. We're going to go ahead and kind of move this around and transfer it out of the place so y'all can see it. Barbacoa tacos, theirs look phenomenal. Okay, as you can see, we have our barbacoa tacos now. That just looks absolutely phenomenal. Look at that, guys. Look at it. It just looks like it came from the Mexican restaurant. We're going to go ahead and give this a try. We've got some refried beans on the side as a little dip. We'll talk to you in just 1 second. We have our taco along with our refried beans. I'm sorry for eating in front of you. This just looks absolutely phenomenal. This was true Mexican barbacoa. I'm gonna dip that right in there. Salud. Oh wow. Not quite as crazy rich as the actual beef cheeks themselves, but equally as good. It's better than chuck roast, better than brisket. It's, oh, that is absolutely just awesome. That is Barbacoa at its absolute truest. That Twisted Steel Lima Loca is definitely coming through. I'm going to go eat another one of these. Thanks very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.